Imagine living in a cozy home that costs just $179,000, paying $700 or less in rent, and grabbing a full cart of groceries without cringing at the total. In 2025, this isn't a dream. It's reality in some of the most budget-friendly states in the country. With cost of living indexes under 90, ultra-low property taxes, and gas that's 40 cents cheaper than the national average, these places are stretching every dollar. Whether you're living on $40,000 a year or looking to retire in comfort, this list has something for you. Today, we're counting down the 10 cheapest states to live in America in 2025. Number 10. Tennessee. Tennessee, where your dollar does a happy little dance. If you're dreaming of scenic mountains, a rich music scene, and surprisingly low living costs, Tennessee checks every box, and then some. The cost of living index here is just 90.4, way below the national average of 100. That means things like groceries, utilities, and transportation won't drain your wallet. And here's the kicker. There's no state income tax. Whether you're earning a paycheck or living off a pension, that's a huge deal. Housing is where Tennessee really shines. The median home price is about $309,000, but in smaller cities like Clarksville or Johnson City, you can find homes for under $250,000. Even in vibrant cities like Knoxville or Memphis, rent is still reasonable. One-bedroom apartments average around $1,200 in Nashville, which is still cheaper than many U.S. metros, despite its rapid growth. Plus, property taxes are super chill, with the average effective property tax rate at just 0.64%, compared to the U.S. average of 0.99%. Want a bit of fun without burning through your savings? Tennessee has you covered. From the Great Smoky Mountains National Park, which is free to enter, to lakeside towns like Chattanooga, the state offers plenty of outdoor activities. And let's not forget the live music. Nashville and Memphis are legendary for a reason. Dining out won't crush your budget either. A hearty Southern meal costs around $12 to $15, and you can still get a good beer for $5. Healthcare and utilities? Also affordable. The average monthly utility bill is around $160, and health insurance premiums tend to be lower than in northern or coastal states. For retirees, this is gold. Tennessee was even ranked among the top 10 retirement destinations in several surveys, thanks to its mild winters, friendly communities, and overall affordability. So if you're looking for a state that gives you live music, mountains, no income tax, and a lower cost of living all wrapped into one, Tennessee might just be your next home sweet home. Stick around. These next states will blow your mind even more. Number 9. West Virginia. West Virginia might not be the first state that comes to mind when you think affordable living. But oh man, it should be. This state is practically a hidden gem for anyone looking to stretch their dollar. First off, let's talk real estate. The median home price in West Virginia is just $146,578. That's not a typo. Homes here cost nearly half the national median of over $360,000. You can literally own a home in places like Wheeling or Parkersburg for what it costs to rent a studio in a big city for a year. The cost of living index is just 90.3, which means things like groceries, healthcare, and utilities are well below the U.S. average. Even gas is cheaper here, about $3.10 per gallon, compared to $3.60 plus in many coastal states. Property taxes are incredibly low too, with the average effective rate at only 0.55%. That's one of the lowest in the nation. And don't think you'll be bored here. West Virginia is a nature lover's paradise. 80% of the state is forested, and you've got everything from whitewater rafting in the New River Gorge to hiking in the Monongahela National Forest. Oh, and the New River Gorge became America's newest national park in 2020, adding serious outdoor value to your backyard. Healthcare is affordable and accessible, especially in smaller towns, and the sense of community is strong. In fact, West Virginia consistently ranks high for neighborliness and community involvement. It's the kind of place where people still wave to each other from the porch, and mean it. Sure, wages might be a bit lower here, but so are the expenses. That's why a lot of retirees and remote workers are making the move. If you're tired of high prices, traffic, and noise, West Virginia is a peaceful, budget-friendly breath of fresh mountain air. And if you're into DIY projects or dream of owning land, this place offers amazing value. Rural acreage can go for under $2,000 per acre. So if affordable means more than just housing, if it means lifestyle, community, and serenity, West Virginia is calling. Number 8. Arkansas. Arkansas is one of those states that quietly keeps surprising people. It's got stunning natural beauty, warm southern hospitality, and one of the lowest cost of living indexes in the country at 90.3. If you're trying to live large on a small budget, you should absolutely have Arkansas on your radar. The median home price is just $207,284, and in many towns like Jonesboro or Fort Smith, you can find 3-bedroom homes for under $180,000. Even in larger cities like Little Rock or Fayetteville, you're still looking at housing costs well below the national average. Renters get a good deal, too. The average rent for a 1-bedroom apartment is around $800 to $950, depending on the area. Utilities and groceries? Also super affordable. Average monthly utilities run about $155, and grocery prices are among the lowest in the South. Property taxes? Practically a steal. Arkansas has an effective property tax rate of just 0.61%, and there are homestead exemptions for seniors that can cut that bill even further. But affordability isn't the only thing going for Arkansas. This place is an outdoor lover's dream. The Ozark Mountains, Hot Springs National Park, and dozens of scenic lakes and rivers give you endless options for hiking, fishing, and camping. And you don't need a fat wallet to enjoy any of it. One cool stat: Arkansas is home to more than 600,000 acres of public hunting land and over 9,700 miles of streams and rivers. That's a lot of free or low-cost weekend fun. Plus, Arkansas has been attracting remote workers with programs like LifeWorks Here, which offers cash to relocate to places like Northwest Arkansas. Yep, up to $10,000 just to move there. The economy is also growing steadily thanks to major employers like Walmart, based in Bentonville, Tyson Foods, and JB Hunt Transport. You can find opportunities in healthcare, retail, and manufacturing, especially if you're bringing remote work with you. So whether you're a retiree, remote worker, or just someone looking to make your paycheck go further, Arkansas delivers big savings with small-town charm. Number 7. Nebraska. Nebraska might not be flashy, but it's like that dependable friend who always shows up, never lets you down, and quietly has everything together. With a cost of living index of 90.1, this state is as steady as they come, and it's seriously underrated when it comes to affordable living in 2025. The median home price is around $250,000, and in places like Grand Island or Kearney, homes regularly go for under $230,000. Even in Omaha and Lincoln, the two biggest cities, you can still find starter homes under $270K renting? You're in luck. The average 1-bedroom apartment costs just $950 in Omaha, and even less in smaller towns. Utilities are modest, averaging $160 per month, and groceries are on par with or below the national average. Nebraska also has an effective property tax rate of about 1.5%, which is a bit higher, but offset by the low cost of everything else. Plus, the state offers homestead exemptions for seniors, which is a big win for retirees. The job market? Surprisingly strong. Unemployment in Nebraska is one of the lowest in the country, hovering around 2.5%. And there are steady jobs in agriculture, healthcare, logistics, and education. Remote workers love it here because the infrastructure is solid and the living expenses are low. And let's talk about quality of life. Nebraska offers clean air, low crime rates, and some of the friendliest communities in the U.S. Lincoln often ranks among the top cities for raising a family, thanks to great schools and safe neighborhoods. And yes, people still hold doors open and wave at strangers. It's a whole vibe. Plus, the wide open spaces, state parks, and prairie skies make Nebraska feel peaceful and uncluttered. You won't be stuck in traffic or overpaying for parking, just enjoying the simple life where your money actually means something. So if you want stability, low costs, and that warm Midwest energy, Nebraska just might be your low-key paradise. Number 6. Iowa. Let's give a round of applause to Iowa, the quiet champion of cost-effective living. Nestled in the heart of the Midwest, Iowa isn't just about cornfields. It's about community, calm living, and big savings. The cost of living index sits at 89.7, well below the national average. It's the kind of state where your money not only stretches, it multiplies. The median home price in Iowa is around $216,891, making it one of the most affordable places to buy a house in the country. In smaller cities like Mason City or Ottawa, you can find charming three-bedroom homes for under $180,000. Renters rejoice too. A one-bedroom apartment averages between $750 to $900 per month, depending on the town. But Iowa doesn't stop at cheap housing. Utilities are budget-friendly too, hovering around $150 per month, and property taxes are manageable with an average effective rate of 1.53%. And for retirees, there are tax breaks on pension income and Social Security benefits. Plus, some cities like Cedar Rapids even offer local incentives for senior living. Food prices are among the lowest nationwide. No surprise for a state known for agriculture. You'll pay less for milk, eggs, produce, and beef, especially if you buy local. And healthcare? Iowa ranks in the top 15 for hospital quality, with lower than average premiums and copays compared to coastal states. Quality of life? Through the roof. Iowa ranks high for education, safety, and friendliness. Places like Des Moines and Iowa City consistently score on best places to live lists thanks to their vibrant art scenes, local breweries, and community feel. And you won't find rush hour traffic here, just open roads and clear skies. So whether you're raising a family, retiring on a budget, or just want to live somewhere calm and affordable, Iowa is where simple living meets smart spending. It's the kind of place where neighbors help you shovel your driveway, grocery clerks remember your name, and your dollar goes a whole lot further than you'd expect. Number 5. Alabama. Welcome to Alabama, where sweet tea flows freely, hospitality is a way of life, and affordable living is baked into the state's DNA. Alabama isn't just warm in temperature, it's warm in vibe and gentle on your wallet. With a cost of living index of 88.8, it's one of the top states in the South for low-cost living in 2025. The median home price in Alabama is about $225,539, but in cities like Dothan or Florence, you can find homes for as low as $180,000. Renters win big here too. In Montgomery, you can get a one-bedroom apartment for $900 or less, and in smaller towns, rent can dip below $700. Yep, seriously. Property taxes are ultra-low with an average effective tax rate of only 0.41%, the second lowest in the country. That means more money stays in your pocket, whether you're a homeowner or retiree. And speaking of retirees, Alabama doesn't tax Social Security benefits and offers additional exemptions on pensions and retirement accounts. Combine that with a mild climate and low healthcare costs, and you've got a retirement dream. Utilities average around $160 per month, and groceries are cheap, especially local produce, seafood, and poultry. You'll also find gas prices often sit 30 to 40 cents below the national average. You can live comfortably without worrying about draining your checking account every month. And Alabama has more than just savings. It's got soul. From the Gulf Coast's sugar sand beaches to the Appalachian foothills, you'll never run out of nature. Cities like Birmingham and Huntsville blend history, innovation, and culture. Did you know Huntsville is now one of the fastest-growing tech hubs in the U.S.? That means job opportunities are rising right alongside affordability. So if you're craving a state that mixes low living costs with southern charm, sunshine, and a slower pace of life, Alabama brings the sweet and the smart. It's not just a great place to save, it's a great place to stay. Number 4. Missouri. Missouri is like the triple threat of cheap living: affordable housing, low utility costs, and access to everything from forests to big cities. It's not flashy, but Missouri is sneakily awesome when it comes to value. With a cost of living index at 88.4, it ranks solidly among America's most wallet-friendly states in 2025. The median home price is around $231,000, and even in big cities like St. Louis or Kansas City, you can snag homes under $250,000. In smaller cities like Joplin or Cape Girardeau, $180,000 buys you a 3-bedroom on a tree-lined street. And renters? They're smiling too. 1-bedroom apartments average $900 or less, even in urban areas. Utilities and groceries are among the lowest in the Midwest. Utility bills average around $150 per month, and the state's energy costs rank below national averages thanks to efficient infrastructure. Missouri's effective property tax rate is around 0.93%, right in the affordable zone, and you won't get hit with wild insurance costs either. One of Missouri's biggest pluses is its variety. Love nature? The Ozark Mountains and Lake of the Ozarks are stunning and ideal for outdoor adventures. Prefer city life? Kansas City and St. Louis offer great food scenes, sports, and culture without the inflated prices of Chicago or Dallas. Job-wise, the economy is diverse. Healthcare, education, manufacturing, and logistics all offer solid employment options. And for retirees, Missouri offers tax exemptions on Social Security income and deductions for public pensions. What's more, Missouri is centrally located. You can reach many major U.S. cities within a day's drive. That means family visits, weekend trips, or even business travel is a breeze. At the end of the day, Missouri gives you a lot of life for a little money. It's got city life, country charm, and an easygoing pace that just feels good. Whether you're raising kids, starting over, or simply want more for less, Missouri makes smart living look easy. Number 3. Kansas. Kansas might be known as the land of wide-open skies and golden wheat fields, but let's get real. It should be famous for how far your money goes. This is one of those states where you look at your monthly expenses and think, wait, is this a typo? With a cost of living index of just 87.7, Kansas makes every paycheck feel a little fatter. Let's talk about the home front. The median home price in Kansas is around $227,854, but in cities like Hutchinson or Salina, homes under $190,000 are easy to find. Even in bigger cities like Wichita or Topeka, you can find solid 3-bedroom homes under $230,000. And rent? Crazy low. In Wichita, a 1-bedroom apartment averages just $850 per month, and in smaller towns, it can dip as low as $650. Utilities run about $155 per month. Groceries are well below national averages, and Kansas enjoys relatively low gas prices, often 30 cents to 40 cents per gallon cheaper than California. Oh, and property taxes? The effective rate is around 1.34%, but local exemptions help lower that, especially for seniors. But here's the thing. Kansas isn't just affordable, it's stable. The state boasts one of the most resilient job markets in the Midwest, with strong employment in agriculture, education, aerospace, and healthcare. And for remote workers? Internet is widespread and cheap. Add in quiet neighborhoods, great schools, and low crime, and you've got a recipe for stress-free living. Now let's throw in some lifestyle flavor. Kansas has over 30 state parks, beautiful prairie trails, and surprisingly vibrant local festivals. Lawrence, home to the University of Kansas, offers music, art, and youthful energy. And if you're into BBQ, this state serves it up slow, smoky, and juicy, with sides of affordability. So if you want to keep more cash, own a home without a mortgage the size of Texas, and live somewhere with a solid sense of community, Kansas gives you big peace of mind for a small price. Number 2. Oklahoma. Oklahoma is often overlooked, but not by people who know how to live well on a budget. With a cost of living index of 86.0, this state makes it easy to live large without spending large. It's got the perfect combo of low home prices, cheap utilities, and zero-frills Midwestern charm. Let's hit the housing numbers first. The median home price in Oklahoma is just $204,861. That's crazy affordable in today's market. In places like Tulsa or Lawton, you can find spacious homes for under $180,000. And even Oklahoma City stays budget-friendly with 3-bedroom homes in the $220,000 range. Renters get a break too. 1-bedroom apartments average around $800 and even less in smaller towns. Utilities stay reasonable at about $150 a month, and groceries are consistently ranked among the lowest nationwide. And here's a bonus. Oklahoma has no state income tax on Social Security benefits and low income tax overall. Property taxes? Low and lovely, with an effective rate around 0.83%. Employment is solid in energy, aerospace, and healthcare, and the cost of doing business here is so low that entrepreneurs and remote workers are flocking in. Cities like Tulsa are now offering $10,000 cash to remote workers to move in as part of incentive programs. That's not just affordable, it's profitable. Lifestyle-wise, Oklahoma has gorgeous plains, red rock landscapes, and over 200 man-made lakes, more than any other state. You'll find outdoor activities galore, from fishing and boating to hiking trails through state parks. Plus, you're never far from a rodeo or a food truck festival. The vibe? Friendly, chill, and community-driven. Neighbors help each other, traffic is minimal, and life feels slower, in the best way possible. So if you're looking for a state where low prices meet high quality of life, Oklahoma is calling your name. Number 1. Mississippi. And now, the most cheapest state to live in America in 2025 is none other than Mississippi. This southern belle takes the crown with a cost of living index of just 85.3, the lowest in the entire nation. If budget is king, Mississippi is royalty. Let's start with housing, because wow, the median home price in Mississippi is only $179,182. That's nearly 50% less than the national average, and in smaller towns you can find decent homes for under $150,000. Even rent is absurdly low. 1-bedroom apartments average just $750 a month, and you can go even cheaper in rural areas. Utilities are among the lowest in the U.S., averaging $135 to $150 per month, and groceries are a steal. A full cart here often costs 25 to 30% less than in states like California or New York. Add in gas prices typically 40 cents lower than the national average, and your monthly expenses just keep shrinking. And taxes? Glorious. Mississippi doesn't tax Social Security, offers senior tax breaks, and has one of the lowest property tax rates at just 0.52%. Whether you're retired, remote working, or just getting started, you'll find serious breathing room in your budget. Life here is peaceful, friendly, and deeply rooted in community. Whether you're walking through the charming streets of Oxford or sitting on a porch in Natchez, Mississippi delivers authentic Southern culture with a side of savings. You've got access to the Gulf Coast, lush forests, and rich musical and culinary heritage. Blues, barbecue, and biscuits, anyone? And while wages are lower, so is the cost of everything. It's one of the few places in America where you can thrive on a $40,000 salary, own a home, and still have money left over for fun and savings. So if you want to live like a king on a modest income, Mississippi is the real MVP.